and Bitcoin is soaring after Jerome Powell comes out dovish. Yes, he does not raise the interest rates as expected, but he also says that the economy is rather healthy and increases the outlook on the general status of the economy. Bitcoin here moving here to the upside 2.5%, breaking through 35,000 as we speak. You can see the traditional markets, of course, moving to the upside as well. Nasdaq up 1.64, S&P up over 1%, and the Dow Jones almost 0.75% here. Nicely positive day. Everyone was looking forward to this FOMC meeting. Remember, the markets had already priced in that they thought we were going to get a pause. He did deliver on that pause, but they didn't probably expect him to be as quite dovish and almost celebratory as he came out to be. So you can see the Bitcoin price here moving nicely here off the 4-hourly EMA ribbon. Nice move here. Look at this, guys. We had a big move here, which I spoke about. We spoke about this consolidation that was obvious from the RSI divergence, right? Because the RSI moved to the downside. That means that the price action is likely to move sideways or fall to the downside. If none of that is clear, jars.uk/TA. Take my TA course and you'll learn all these things. Bearish divergence, bullish engulfing pattern, bearish engulfing pattern, head and shoulders pattern. All of that stuff is in there, which I use to trade on a daily basis. Now we're getting the bounce, right? We just rode along our EMA ribbon here. This is such strong momentum here from Bitcoin. What I want to explain to you is if this was a weaker move, you would have had your move to the upside and come into your EMA ribbon and collected support from about 30 and then try to work your way upwards. It's just done this. The bears have had no chance here to show a little bit of move to the downside. What incredible strength here, creating higher lows here, riding along the EMA ribbon, and now already trying to bounce here and move to the upward side. I'm going to break down the key levels here in the charts. As always, guys, please smash up the likes. Do not forget to subscribe if you appreciate this type of content as and when the news is coming out, right? I'm sat here in Dubai, in the apartment, just got back. It's 1 a.m. here, Dubai local time, but I'm giving you these updates. I know it's important to you guys. I know it's important to your portfolios. And sorry, I couldn't live stream the FOMC meeting. I couldn't get the setup to do so. So 35,300, incredible pump here on the 4-hourly chart. And if you just look at this 4-hourly candle here, that's 2.3% here, move here, breaking past these peaks. And that's what's good here. If we can get this 4-hourly candle close in the next 2.5 hours above these levels, this is a strong move. Then we can mount an attack towards 36, and then your next level is 38.4. Incredible strength here. It just does not want to cool down. And if we zoom down out to the daily chart, look at this. It just does not want to come down to its EMA ribbon. Now, I do have to give this a little bit of health check as well, because it'll be remiss of me if I didn't mention this, right? I'm not a moon boy. I'm not going to shout out crazy like off we go up to 100,000. No, the market's very excited right now. The market is very, very positive right now around the spot ETF. They're feeling very positive about risk on. And now with Jerome Powell's comments, they're feeling really positive about the fact that he's happy with where the interest rate lies. And the markets kind of believe he's not going to increase rates again, right? Because if you look at here, what they're pricing in for December, they're pricing in a pause as well. 85% of the market is saying he's going to pause again in December. That's really interesting because in the summary of economic projections, Jerome Powell had priced in with the Fed officials that he would do one more rate hike before the end of the year. He priced it in. And in November, he didn't use it. In today's meeting, he didn't use it. So that would mean he has to use it in December, or he's not going to use it at all. And right now, the market was like, no, he just left that in there to jawbone the market, to let the market price in the pain, but not actually do it. And that's what the market is now starting to cotton on to, which is why we're seeing some excitement in the market. Very important that you understand that nuance there. And so when we're seeing this move here, it'd be silly of me not to say that this is not overextended. It is. Right? Ever since this candlestick here where we took over our EMA ribbon again on the 16th of October, this has been insanity. A big move to the upside, very extended, never came down to retest its EMA ribbon, hasn't come to retest 32, hasn't come back down to retest 30,000. We haven't turned any of these key levels, which were previously resistance, and turned them back into support. Right? If you look at traditional technical analysis, you want it to go here, bounce back at 30, break through the next level at 32, retest, and onwards you go. And what ends up happening is you turn that into support and you turn that into support as well. The reason that's important is you create what is known as a price floor. When you break through a level and then come back and retest it, you're almost saying to the bears, guys, we've got this level. You're not pushing us back below 30. You tried and we've got it. We've secured our level. Like Bitcoin is worth 30,000. But with this move we're seeing, this is a bit of euphoria. Now, the positive we do have is this couple of days consolidation here. This couple of days consolidation here showed that the bulls were like, you know what? We're not heading any lower than 35,000. You're not losing this level here for us. We're not going to fall down. And that is a relative strength. And now you're seeing the bulls are saying, you know what? We're ready for our next leg. And the next leg is 36 and then 38. And this is the beauty of Bitcoin. You can follow technical analysis, but you have to marry up the macroeconomics and the sentiment, right? The fundamentals. And that's what this channel has always been about. For over 2 years, I've been making content on a daily basis, not missing days, giving you guys updates when it matters. And the reality is, I always say, it's technicals plus the fundamentals plus the macro. And that is what we're seeing now. Bitcoin has the ability to just move without any reason. When it wants to move, when the market feels positive, it will go on its move. And that is why, even though I love technical analysis, I follow it. I use it a lot for my entries, for my TA, which, by the way, if you want trade signals, where I show you exactly how to trade, not long-term investing, ejaz.uk/TG, you can get my trade signals. Those spots are closing up really fast, by the way, guys. If you want to get in, and I don't want you guys to be disappointed, make sure you message me in Telegram and get inside. But the main message here I want to share with you is, when it decides to go, it goes. And so if you're not allocated, if you're not in the market, if you're trying to time something, and I know there's a lot of people out there. I was just sat with some people here in Dubai who are kind of in and out of crypto. And they didn't buy at 15,500. They didn't buy at 20. Now they're asking the question, should I be buying? Should I be getting in? They're starting to feel that FOMO. And some of them like, no, it's going to fall back to 30. Others like, yeah, when it falls back to 30, I'll buy it then. 30 is a good price. The reality is, this market will move when it wants to move. And that is why I continue to DCA through the bear market. Buy some at 15,500, buy some at 17,000, buy some at 19 and 20 and 21 and 22. And guess what? All those price points look beautiful now that Bitcoin is sat here at 35,000, revving its engine, trying to move onwards. And like I said, if you zoom this down to the weekly chart, look at that extension from the EMA ribbon. Hugely extended, granted. But remember what I always said. When we fell very, very quickly. In fact, I want to find a cleaner chart here. I'm not sure if I do have one. This one will do. It's a bit cleaner. When we fell here, we fell very, very quickly. Look at this, guys. We sat here at candlesticks of 48.2. And in a matter of a handful of weeks, we had red week after red week after red week, all the way breaking us down here to the neckline at 30,000. So now that we break 30,000, which is where we face some resistance, look at this, guys. We tried to hang on here when we were falling, and then it continued to fall. That's why we struggled here, right? But now we're finally breaking out of this cup and handle pattern. It's a delayed breakout of the cup and handle pattern. And if you take the breakout of the cup and handle pattern and you take the extended move, you start getting some crazy price targets, right? You can see where this cup and handle very rudimentally brings you, up to 44,000, which, by the way, is no coincidence that this is where we started to fall from. This 45 to 46 up to 48,000 region is where we broke down from. So do not be surprised to see us work our way quite quickly here, because we collapse so quickly, we can fill that gap quickly to the upside. And another way to look at that is you bring out the VPVR and you can see that it starts to become less and less strongly traded at each of these key levels. Okay, so we expect a nice powerful move here. Yes, there'll be a little bit more resistance here at the 39, 40,000 psychological level, but then again, the gap can fill up to that 40,000 level. Exciting time here for Bitcoin. I'm happy that I'm in the market. I wouldn't want to not be in the market right now, which is why I've always said throughout this bear market, I'm allocated. I'm in the market. My long-term DCAs are in. I ate my veg. I bought Bitcoin. I did all the right things when the market was fearful. And now that the market is greedy, I repeat, I am not chasing green candles. There is no reason for me on a day like this, as tempting as it is, to go and buy. I do not need the market to give me affirmations. I do not have green candle disease, and I do not need to be buying now that the market is having these crazy pumps. I don't need to. If we get a pullback into EMA ribbon, sure, I'll consider DCAing a bit more, like I always going to do. I'll even do that as Bitcoin gets to 40, 50, and 60. I'll keep DCA. But I would DCA on my terms. I would DCA from a position of strength and not the other way around. So there you have it, guys. There's an update on Jerome Powell coming out quite dovish, allowing Bitcoin to pump, traditional markets exciting as well, and Bitcoin breaking through $35,000. Guys, if you want to take this seriously, we are heading into a bull run. It's getting closer and closer. The half is getting closer and closer. If you want to trade with us, ejaz.uk/TG, join the VIP group. Watch how I trade. Look at the technical patterns. Look how I do my entries. Look at the chart patterns and the TA that I do. And you guys can start trading too. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you in the next one.